Resident Evil 4. Yes, I'm playing it again after its original release on, yes, I think I played it on GameCube the first time around. It's been remade in HD and now remade and reimagined with new bits and stuff for the latest lineup of consoles, and this review will be from my experience playing on the Xbox Series X and S. So let's quickly touch on the story. Leon Kennedy has been sent into deepest, darkest Mexico, it seems, to rescue the president's daughter. Due to ADHD, I tend to switch off during cutscenes, so I'm not exactly sure why she's been kidnapped in the first place, but safe to say it's an excuse for you to run into a village and shoot lots of people in the face and legs before finding her and trying to keep her alive as the story twists and turns like a twisty-turny thing. This time the virus is called Las Plagas, and again it's mutating people, dogs and other things so that they all run towards you to enforce a quick death. Let's look at the visuals first. As you'd expect, it's all kinds of brown again, at least at the start, but it's all very smooth at 60 frames per second and certainly a lot less janky than the original. The atmosphere is tense and lighting, dark corners and torchlight all add to the atmosphere of doom. Being built using the RE engine, this means you can actually move and fire at the same time. Yeah, I know, it's amazing, but you will still have to get used to the aim mechanic feeling a little floaty, but that's half of the charm. As you progress through the game, obtaining a laser sight for one of your pistols is certainly a must and helps a lot. There are a ton of weapons in this game, and that also adds to a sense of anxiety for me at least, as I'm never sure which ones to keep, buy or sell as I move through the game. And then you of course run out of storage and have to manage how you put things in your case so that everything fits. An auto sort function would have been nice and brought things up to date, but again, it's kind of a quirk of the original they've kept in to keep it feeling like a nice old pair of slippers. You might trip over them occasionally, but they're oh so comfy, aren't they? Knife play is also something that's been upped, with the ability to stab and slash and pick up a number of knives you can use for a quick escape if you're grappled by a beastie. Once you find Ashley in the church, you then remember how annoying she is, screaming and criticising you throughout. She's a massive hindrance. There are sections where she just squats down like she's got IBS or really needs a wee while you try to save her ass, and then she gets carried away or shot accidentally. Good! Leave her to die and escape, Leon. You're better than this. This game's also way longer than I remember. It just went on forever. Just after I defeated one of the bosses, I was like, oh, that's it. And then there was a bit in the lab, and then a dock, and then a cave, and then a platform. It just goes on and on. It is, however, rather moreish, with the ability to play again with all your weapons and progress intact, which of course means you can try out some new ways to play and new weapons you couldn't afford or didn't want to risk swapping out. I still haven't got hold of the infinite rocket launcher because it's $1,000,000 pesetas. Talk about inflation and the cost of living crisis. I'd also forgotten how the game ramps up from the beginning to the end. At the start, it's a creepy village with a few pitchfork-wielding yokel locals coming at you. By the end, it's a full-on war with military-style infected coming at you with helicopters and gun turrets in the mix. And don't forget about Ada Wong causing mischief in this. Likely they will release the DLC in future as well, where you get to play through as her and hear her side of the story. I'm a massive Resident Evil fan, and this one was a great blast from the past brought right into the modern day. I'm also looking to, hopefully, a Resident Evil 5 remake. Co-op in that would be awesome. It's kept me busy for a while and I'm coming back for more, so it also gets an awesome 8.5 out of 10.